Hello, guys, and welcome to a very special random episode of the elevator pitch. We haven't done one of these in a while, but here we are, back in the elevator. I am one of your hosts, Jay Bryden, and with me always is Ryan, the resident button pusher. Have you pushed all the buttons in the elevator, Ryan?
I most certainly have. I've pushed buttons 1 to 647.
Wow, that's a tall,
It
tall
is. It is.
elevator.
But, we might need the time, but it is an elevator set in the future, so it does go pretty fast. So
Mhm.
I thought I'd push a few more buttons so we can get some more time.
All right. Well, without further ado, because you pushed them after our guest came in the elevator.
I did, definitely.
Today, unless she's coming through the what do you call it? The like the hatch, you know.
Mission Impossible style.
I'm gonna go with that. So let's bring in our guest, Vita Luna. Thank you for joining
Hello.
us.
Thank you for having me.
So who are you and what are you doing in our elevator?
Well, I'm an author from the Netherlands. I've written about 13 books so far, and I
Wow,
hope to write at least 30. I'm studying to be an English teacher, and in the meantime, I write lots of stories.
Wow,
amazing.
13 books. I think you might be the um most books published, I guess you would say, author
Mhm.
that we've had on the show so far.
Wow,
Oh, hang on,
that's
no.
great.
We do you remember what's his name? Jim Riley? And he wrote 50 books because he was in
Oh,
prison. He was like
okay.
he was like in way back, this is years ago. And he was in prison. So he just sat
Oh,
Oh,
there
okay.
and I think I don't know how long he was in there for. I don't think we asked why he was in there for, but he sat there and he hand wrote all these books and they got them
Wow.
published when he was out of prison. So that was cool. But we're not talking here about Jim Riley. We're here to talk about you, Vita. What book do you want to plug? You've got
Um,
the floor is yours. We're not going anywhere.
okay.
Tell us about your book.
The book that I've brought for you guys today is called Lost and Found Volume 2, Tales of Love and Loss for Older Readers. And it's basically Volume 1 of the series was a book filled with children's stories, and then Volume 2 is one with books for adults, older readers. It's got all kinds of stories that I've written for competitions over the years. So for the Furious Fiction competition, for the H.G. Wells competition, and also just stories that I've written for myself. And they're all kind of nicely combined in this volume with I think about 10 drawings that I made in pen and ink, as you can see. And for every book that is sold, I donate €1 to the Fannie Lou Hamer Cancer Foundation. So there's also some charity going on with this book, which I think makes it extra special.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Definitely.
I
Definitely.
really
Talk.
do like the
Mm.
drawings. Like it's awesome because it's like
Thank
I
you.
don't even know if this is what you're going for, but it's like so it's tales of love for older readers, but it's kind of almost like a gift from a child, if you know what I mean. Like because
Oh,
all the grandchildren like to draw pictures. I used to draw pictures for my grandparents, you know?
oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, I think because the first one was, of course, a children's one, and there I drew lots of pictures, and I felt like, adult books can have pictures too.
Yeah.
They
Of
shouldn't
course.
always have to be only letters. So then for every, for, well, not for every story because there's so many stories in there, but for many stories, I thought like, what is a symbol that kind of really represents the essence of the story? And then I drew a picture to go with it.
So you said there are 10 hand-drawn pictures. So does that mean there's 10 stories in this book?
There's more than 10 stories in it.
Okay.
There's because for the Furious Fiction alone, those were flash fiction stories. They were very short stories, and I think I
Hmm.
must have written about 15 of them. So they're all in there, and then there's a few longer stories in there as well. Overall, there must be, I think, around 30 stories in this book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Oh,
that's
wow.
impressive.
Yeah.
Did any not make the cut? Did you have to take some out?
I was really struggling thinking about that because I've written so many of those flash fictions,
Hmm.
and then I tried to cut some, But then I thought, this is their only chance of really being published. And if
Mm.
they're not published here, then they're kind of lost in the void.
Yeah.
And then when I let some people read it, the stories where I thought like, oh, maybe they're not so good, those were the ones where someone was like, oh, I really like that one. So then I think, oh, well, maybe one that I think shouldn't make the cut is someone's favorite story. So I put everything in there.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Uh,
excellent. So is this, you said this is aimed for adults, but is it aimed for sort of the young adult range or just for adults in general?
I think adults in general.
Okay.
This book, not very many people have read it yet, but the people who have read it and enjoyed it, one has been in his 80s,
Oh, wow.
one has been in his 50s, and one in his 60s. But also people my age in their 20s have enjoyed it. So it's really yeah, it's for any kind of adult.
awesome.
Awesome. Excellent.
And where can we buy this book if people want to buy it?
Yeah, well, it's on Amazon, and I think it's on other website too. I'm not entirely sure. It could be on Barnes and Nobles. That's where
Mm.
they often end up when you do
Yeah.
the expanded distribution.
Yeah.
But they're all available online. They're also on the not just yeah. I think these are only physical. Some of my books are also paperback
Yeah.
or ebook, but these ones because they're like so special, like really a bundle, I wanted it to be kind of like a special edition with the
Mm.
drawings. So these are mostly hardcover.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Awesome. Well, everyone listening, everyone watching, all the links will be down in the show notes. Thank you so much for coming on the elevator, Vita.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And Ryan, can you bypass all the buttons?
Well, yeah, I've pushed them all in reverse, so we're now back at the bottom floor.
Wonderful.
Oh, great.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Remember to check out our other episodes, Stories, the True and the Fictional. Big, long interview episodes. We've got a lot coming out always. So check that out. And until next time, keep supporting those indie authors, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
See you next time.